Hey guys, I lied to you yesterday. I thought that I wouldn't update again until my braces are off, but I actually received a question last night, just after I uploaded that video, and I also have updates from the jaw surgeon, so I thought I would cover that in this little video here. So, at the surgeon's office today, it was just a post-op checkup. I think it's 4 months post-op. It might be 5. I can't remember if I had my surgery in June or July. I think it was July, so before. And I am basically pretty well healed up. I still have some residual swelling, but that's about it. So my surgeon said I'm healing good. My open and close is good. Everything's set, so I don't have to go back unless I have issues now. But I received a question last night asking what my main issues after jaw surgery were. So I have a few. I made a little list here. The number one thing I've noticed would be everything involving my cheeks. My swelling in my cheeks is still there. I don't know if it's ever gonna completely go away. I lost a dimple somehow in surgery. I think they might have cut the connective skin, so I now have one dimple. That's not really an issue, but it's a quirky little thing now. Directly after, I noticed numbness. You notice numbness, but they tell you, for the most part, that you will eventually get that feeling back. I can feel it. But if you touch a certain spot on my cheek right here, my whole face goes numb. So some of my nerve endings are a little bit wonky still. I've been told that will either correct itself or stay like that forever. It's not something huge, but it can be annoying when someone touches your face and you can no longer feel the bottom of your jaw. Another thing with my cheeks was when my mouth was elastic shut. I had so much excessive swelling on this side that my cheek protruded into my mouth. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. It protruded into my mouth, and then when they had my teeth closed, sorry, they couldn't tell that I was biting on my cheek. But for a solid 2 weeks, my cheek was stuck in between my teeth. So once I was able to open it and all that jazz, I noticed that I have excessive skin now on the inside of my cheek. For the most part, it's alright, but I find if I'm chewing certain foods, bagels, cereal, anything you kind of really gotta chew, I bite my cheek every single time, to the point where it was raw, but now it's kind of even worse because it's building up scar tissue on top of scar tissue. So you gotta kinda, if you can function properly after surgery, try to kinda, don't open your mouth, but try to move your cheeks around a little bit, I would suggest, just because that way you don't end up biting your cheek for 2 weeks like I was. Another thing I noticed, I don't know if it's just me or what, I asked him today, and he says that this isn't an issue, it's just my jaw adjusting, but when I am talking, sometimes it literally feels like my muscle up here slips in between the joint. So I'll be talking, and I know exactly when it happens, because my face gets this tingly feeling, and then when I go to close my mouth, it feels like I'm biting down on something, like there's something blocking my bite. And then, of course, I panic, because I can't, my jaw just locked again. But I have discovered that if you calmly open your mouth again, the muscle will slide right out. He said that is simply my jaw adjusting to, well, I can understand that, because my jaw was one length, and the muscle was stretched to it, and now it's kind of loose, so my muscle is still adjusting. He said that can take. Sorry, I just ate and I'm so gassy right now. He said that can take up to a year to heal properly. And the last thing I noticed would be my ability to speak. I jokingly, I was always known as big mouth. I mean, I have a small mouth for my face, but my jaw could open really, really far. Nowadays, that's not the case. I kind of have to train myself to speak again in a way because I was speaking through my teeth for so long that it's almost a habit at this point. You can tell now that my mouth, I have to accentuate certain words or else it comes straight through my teeth. And I noticed that when I was a kid, I had a teacher that had a metal plate in her jaw, and I noticed that her speech had this tiny little quirk to it, and I could never figure out what it was. Now I understand that it's her jaw. I think with time that'll get better. If not, I mean, it's nothing super serious. It's annoying, and I'm told that when I mumble now, it's even worse. It's kind of like a lisp almost. So I'm working on that. Maybe I'll update you guys in a year or so, just so you guys can see if it's changed at all. I don't think it will. I think at this point I'm pretty stuck on not opening my mouth, and that's unfortunate for me because I already had a lisp to begin with. But yeah, that is the only things I can think of that I've been dealing with besides facial swelling. I used to have an incredible jawline, and it's gone. I don't know if I'll ever get it back. Probably not. And I understand that I lost probably half of an inch of my jaw. So understandably, the skin hasn't formed back to my face. So I find that now in pictures I'm dealing with a little bit of like double chin almost, simply because my face hasn't 100% gone down. And that causes quite a bit of a self-confidence issue there. I mean, for me, I'm over it. At this point, I'm over it. But I've noticed a lot of my other friends mention the same thing, that it's difficult to get used to a new face. I mean, my face from here up looks the exact same, but from here down, it's not my face, and it's a difficult thing to get used to because you don't go in there thinking, oh, I'm gonna come out looking a lot different than I went in. I mean, in a way, you come out looking better than you went in, but it's still quite an adjustment, and it takes time. I mean, it's 4 months now, and there are days when I hate my face. Like, I hate the swelling, because I used to have such a streamlined face, and now I look pudgier. But, I mean, it comes along with the adapting, so you get used to that kind of stuff. I've babbled on for so long here. I'm sorry. I'll let you guys go. If you have any more questions, shoot them my way, and I'll be sure to answer them as usual. See you later.